Feminism is a word that often gets used as if every expression of feminism is the same, but it's not. You can at least trace three distinct periods of feminism. The early feminists, what we might call, stage one feminism, was essentially about helping women gain equal rights. The rights to vote, the right to drive, the right to be able to win lawsuits against men, all kinds of different things. So first wave feminism was really about helping women have equal rights. One of the fascinating details about this is that most of the first wave feminists were pro-life. In other words, they saw abortion as an attack not only on unborn children, but also on men taking responsibility for the women that they married or got pregnant. And so that's a very interesting dynamic of first wave feminists. Now, somewhere in the middle of second wave feminism, feminism got hijacked by the sexual revolution, and the focus changed a bit. It was no longer really about equal rights. It became a question of equal roles. Now, some of this was important to consider. There were roles in society, certain levels of employment, authority, access to political positions, and so on that women did not have at that time. And so there were some of those things that needed to be equaled out. The problem is when you start talking about roles and you say that, listen, there should be no difference whatsoever between the role of men and the role of women, now you're kind of getting to the heart of how men and women are made differently. Think, for example, of combat roles in the military. Certainly leaving a woman out of a computer processing or information technology role in the military makes no sense because it's really a question of the mind and mental strength and so on. But in the kind of the hardcore center of special forces battles, now you're talking about a role that depends on physical distinctions. And so somewhere in second wave feminism, the emphasis on making these roles equal ended up blurring the distinctions between men and women physically. But we're way beyond that now. We're in third wave feminism now. And it's no longer about equal rights. It's no longer about equal roles. Now we're talking about men and women are interchangeable in reality, that there's no difference between men and women at all. And now in third wave feminism, what do we have? We have biologically male athletes claiming that they have a right to compete against women, even if it gives them an unfair advantage. We have headlines of major newspapers, major journals proclaiming that first man gives birth. Now think about that language. Another way to say it would be woman with fully functioning reproductive system who dresses and identifies as a man gives birth. But no, now we're actually into a stage where we're arguing that there's no distinction between men and women whatsoever. So there's a big difference between feminism in its earliest stages and where we are today. And the secret that changed it all was the sexual revolution.